Oh no. How many people are listening to me right now in podcast land? Could be anywhere between 1 to 0. Hey, it's a fresh episode here. It is Tuesday night. And last night I went to the Good Comedy Theater for the second week in a row. Hey, looks like I'm becoming a semi-regular over there. I wasn't going to go, but then I thought about it. I was like, just in case. Because last Wednesday, I didn't get any stage time. I'm so used to doing comedy on Wednesday with the convenient Northeast Comedy Cabaret. But now that it's on hiatus, I didn't get stage time last week, so Good Comedy Theater was good last night. I got on earlier than I thought. I actually stepped outside for some air, because they pull your name out of a hat, and I didn't even hear them call my name. The next thing you know, the host brings me up, and I'm like, oh shit. But I got on earlier, which was nice. But the show starts at 7, and tomorrow night I'm going to try to go to Wankers Wednesday, unless somebody texts me and asks me to go to Tap Room, which I would like to go to, but I'm not holding my breath. Because as you can see, people don't really text me unless, well, I don't blame people for not texting me. Anyways, I have nothing planned for this episode. I just downloaded some new beats, from this website I'm a part of, that I get my instrumentals from for my songs. And I don't have any song ideas right now, but I'm going to listen to some beats tonight. And if you hear a new song, well, that means some magic struck, and I actually wrote something and recorded it. And if you don't hear it after this clip, you hear a shitty old prank phone call. Let's see what this week's prank phone call is. It's a prank call to a dry cleaner's place. Cleaners, bloodstains. Yeah. So if you hear that, that means that I did not write a new song. And once again, tomorrow night, most likely, I will not get any coverage, because I don't know anybody at this douchey city open mic. But let's get to topical news. I saw lots of stuff going on. Hopefully, it will come back. Teen ignored sign before a deadly cliff plunge. I know there's a lot of things going on in the NBA. Khloe Kardashian hit with pregnancy rumors. And it's with a black guy. Sounds racist, but of course. I mean, that's all she dates, isn't it? I mean, that whole family. Yeah. Gotham star Donald Logue says his son is missing. Johnny Depp threatened with a perjury charge. That guy's almost broke. He made so much money off that pirate shit. Mom of teen found missing for a year says she's not the same. Oh, of course. Oh yeah, so this happened last night. This is what I want to talk about. LeVar Ball said the word nigga on the WWE Monday Night Raw. And of course he had to apologize for that. Why? He's black. The white guy said that, and I mean, it'd be a problem. If you're not black, then, thought that was their word. Also, the BET Awards. Why can't I say that word? Heard there was almost some fights. So usually is. As you know, when black people get together, they're very violent. This is a very racist podcast. Who's listening to this? Nobody. Man sat in jail after police mistook drywall for cocaine. So this guy was in jail the whole time for coke, but it wasn't coke. Yeah, they're like, oh, you got coke. Like, no, dude, that's drywall. And the cop sniffed it and nothing happened. Video may offer new clues after string of deaths along trail. Andy Grammer dishes on his new single, Give Love. DJ Thomas Jack moving on after creating his own genre. That must be talented to make his own genre. Teen accused of killing his best friend while high. Well, that marijuana calms you down, right, everybody? Taylor Swift causes stir with a message to new MVP, Kevin Durant. Unless he offered to suck his dick. Woman's body found in and out of order Walmart bathroom. I can't read, folks. That's right. ISIS reportedly fed starved sex slave her own child. God, that is like some Megan shit off Walking Dead. Father accused of killing son puts on a distasteful display. He's like laughing and shit. Reporters slam Sanders over medium trade and briefing. And I heard that the Spurs are trying to get some good players for their team. Sarah Palin files bombshell lawsuit against newspaper. She's still at it, huh? Woman says she was kicked out of pool for her swimsuit. It looks like her titties were just out. Let me see this. It's a decent-looking, chubby white lady. Woman claims she was kicked out of a swimming area one-piece bathing suit. Oh, let's see. It doesn't look sexual at all. I mean, she's got a nice camel toe going, but look for yourself, folks. Country blasts a vending machine filled with Ferraris. What? Mother feared son would die on a hot United airplane. Yeah, it's hot. Fucking babies die in cars. Actor's tragic death on CBS sitcom remains haunting. Alright, folks, there's nothing else really going on. I'm pretty sure there is, but I can't find anything. So once again, I want to try to record a song. If not, classic prank call. And, you know, I'm not sure what else. If I don't get a new song, I'm not sure if there's any more public freakouts, but possible. Of course, sober commentary with drunk people, and more topical news, on news, anything else happens. It's the first and worst podcast in Philadelphia. It's the first and worst podcast in Philadelphia. It's your favorite podcast show you don't listen to. Keep listening to find out what happens next.
Yes, how you doing?
Alright.
Okay, my name is Lester Tuckleby, and I have to bring something by your store later. Something I need to get cleaned.
Uh-huh.
And the thing about it is, it's a really big blood stain. I was wondering if you could get rid of that.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about. Now, you have...
I have a suit I'm going to bring in.
Uh-huh.
And it has a really big blood stain on it. I was wondering if you could possibly get rid of that.
You mean you want to make it smaller?
Make what smaller?
What do you mean? You have a big pile?
Yeah, I have a big stain, a big blood stain.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you could possibly get rid of that.
No, I don't. I'm sorry, I cannot guarantee that kind of things.
What kind of stains usually get out?
No, it's if I don't say it, I cannot give you an answer. Some kind, they say, depend on material. Yes.
Well, it's cotton.
Mister, I understand what...
It's a cotton suit, and the thing about it is a big blood stain on it. I was wondering if you could possibly get rid of that.
No, I don't think so.
Isn't this the dry cleaners? I really need to get this suit cleaned.
No, please don't think the dry cleaners can get it out to everything. No, it's all we can say. We will do our best.
So what kind of stains do you usually get out?
No, I do. Mister, it depends on material.
It's cotton.
I know, but I have to see first.
What do you need to see for? It's cotton material. You usually get out the cotton material, or do you?
It depends on how deep, how big.
Oh, it's really big. It's on most of the suit.
Sir, I'm sorry, I can't.
Is there any Asian or Vietnamese, herbs and spices you could possibly use to get the stain out?
No, if you want to, try, you have to show the flavor, the show it first, okay?
Yeah, but do you have any Asian herbs and spices you can use?
No, I don't.
I heard Asian people have herbs and spices they usually use for special stains to get them out. Is that true?
I don't know anything about it, okay?
It's possible I could possibly speak to somebody else. Is anybody else there I
No,
could possibly
I don't
speak to? Because I need someone else I could possibly speak to.
No,
I need someone else I could possibly speak to, sometimes I need people to speak to, other people.
I'm sorry.
I know sometimes you need other people you can speak to. Sometimes you can get people to speak to, and sometimes if I speak to someone else, I can get the state out. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, though.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes if you speak to somebody else, they can help you. Sometimes I called another Asian laundromat. He said they can get the herbs and spices out with Asian. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, but you have any Asian herbs and spices you can use to get the stain out?
No, I don't.
I know, but sometimes I heard you could possibly do that. That's what I was wondering. Sometimes you could do that. I called another dry cleaners, and they said that you could get that out because sometimes...
Hi. Good afternoon, Lee's Cleaners.
Yes, hi, my name is Lester Tuckleby. I just called you a couple of minutes ago. I also have another question for you. You could possibly answer for me.
I'm going to argue with you, okay?
No.
I try to be nice to you, but if this is a store, I have to wait on my customers.
I understand.
I gave you an answer already before
I have a different question.
Don't think dry cleaners get it out to everything.
I know. I have a different question.
Please don't bother. I'm sorry. I'm going to treat you nice, but so you don't treat me nice.
I knew I was nice to you, miss.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to hang up, okay?
Miss, I want to eat your pussy.
Hey, it's Thursday night here, and last night I went to Wanker's Wednesday. I wanted to go to Tap Room, but I needed to, either take 2 trains or beg for a ride, which I refused to do either. And it was okay, so I got on stage twice this week. And for me, that's a lot. For the average comic, you're supposed to be getting on as much as possible. They tell you, well, 2 times a week for me is like 4 times for the average guy, so it's pretty good. And I do have a song idea. As I said before, I downloaded some new beats, but it's kind of like, after a while, I've done so many songs. I've been doing songs for 14 years now, and it gets to the point where it kind of gets redundant. Like we're writing jokes, same thing, and I might record it anyways. But if I get any ideas, so I'll probably save it for the next episode. But I do have an idea right now. So let's get the topical news. This is going to be another Lame Jane playing episode. I'm farting right now. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but man, I ate a Wawa hoagie from Hoagie Fest. Hoagie. And then I had a cheesesteak for dinner. All that bread and meat. Oh, God, I'm just busting right now. Ah, the shittiest episode ever. Well, the guy from The Big Bang Theory, I forgot his name, his house burned down. And, yeah, man. I mean, the guy makes a good living, but still, it's terrible. That's not the top news story. Also, I want to talk about, well, I don't even know the guy's name. This is the worst podcast ever. They got traded from the Clippers to the Rockets. That dude. Yeah, Paul. I knew his name was Paul, but I couldn't think of his fucking name. But let's just call him Paul. Who cares? Vince Paul. No, that's a comic that I know. Yeah, travel ban goes into effect. Hawaii seeks clarification to keep these goddamn terrorists out. Right, everybody? Jenner's deeply apologized for the controversial t-shirts. Top Philly DA pleads guilty, quits, and is jailed. Yeah, that's I like for more topical news. I'm gonna try to look for some public freakouts after this clip. My favorite is from this guy Zeus2117, but there are other channels, so I might have to look for some new ones. The Obamas are having the time of their life, going on vacations everywhere. But hey, that's what Obama did when he was in office the whole time. Hey, how you folks doing out there? You listening? Woman faints after breaking 44,000 jade bracelet in a store. You break it, you buy, they told her. Tim Tebow hits a home run in his first day on a new team playing for the Mets. A boy leaves note on stuffed panda mom couldn't afford. I used to beg my mom for so many toys when I was a kid, and I was a bad kid. I didn't deserve anything. A woman gets 18 surprises after adopting a dog from a shelter. The thing has 18 nipples? This insolent woman drove onto the sidewalk each day, so the judge shamed her. What the fuck? It's a black woman. Those of you, a woman who's sick of cars speeding through her neighbor takes matters over, and she got a blow dryer, and it's an old fat lady with her titties hanging out. A homeless man hands woman a single piece of paper that changes her life. She kisses the homeless man in her head. Ugh, wash your mouth, lady. Their twin died in childbirth, so mom and dad hugged them close. Then the impossible happened. The baby came from life. See, miracles do happen, folks. That must be God. That God person everyone's talking about. You see? Believe in God. Alright? Williams at fault for crash that killed elderly man. So she's supposed to be the best tennis player in the world. She's the worst car driver ever. She's a murderer, everybody. She's a fucking murderer. You hear me out there in podcast land? A group of people is furious over ESPN cover. Shows a gay-looking big black guy on the cover. Ooh, what could be wrong about that? Girl killed and father injured in horrific houseboat incident. Woman dies 2 years after she was set on fire by her ex. It's pretty sad. You should see her. She looks like a I'm not even trying to make fun of her. She looks like a reptile from Mortal Kombat, man. It's fucked up. The guy should be jailed for life. Morning Joe host takes down Trump with photo after he calls her crazy. Yeah, seems like there's a lot going on, but it's a lot of crappy news. I mean, anything wacky going on here? Yeah, Donald Trump's approval rating is 40%. That's actually not bad. After all officers' amount of the fatal shooting was proven to be false, officials now confirm drugs and alcohol were not involved. Jordan Edwards was killed by a cop. So another black teen was shot by a cop. Cops are all bad and racist, right, everybody? Strangers gifted this hardworking young man with a new car, and his reaction is priceless. He works at a taco place. You know, it's always a black person. You know, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm glad that this kid gets it, but there's a lot of hardworking white people out there too, and they don't get anything. But once again, maybe it's me. I've been told I see color. I am racist, everybody. Alright, so that's all that's going on right now. Once again, I'm going to try to find some public freakouts. And if not, I might put an old song on or something. And more topical news, and odd news, and sober commentary with drunk people, and then more odd news, and weird news, and anything else that happens. This show sucks, but I'm not going to stop doing it. Keep listening, will ya? Alright, so it looks like there's more public freakouts. Not from Zeus. There's this channel called Online Fails, and I'm not sure if that's where Zeus gets his public freakouts from. There's a whole bunch I haven't heard yet. So I'm just going to do from the last 4 videos, from 157, 155, 154, 153. Skip 156, nothing happens in that one. And we're going to go to 157 right now. And the YouTube channel is called Online Fails. And go to the 1.36 minute mark. And this is like a family on a bus. And there's like a crazy lady that's going to get in their face. So it's kind of long. I might edit it. But let's see what happens.
What are we supposed to do all day?
No, you're not going to wait all day. Go find another one if you don't want to wait. There are no others. That's the Joe!
It's kind of dangerous when it's wet out here. How about not holding up the whole bus?
Asshole, what you not have a person?
Hey,
You are a $50 man.
Hey,
You are a very nasty man.
So the guy says, I like when, my favorite thing about these public freakouts is somebody says a curse word, a cuss word, and people lose and go, hey, that's very nasty.
This shit is criminal. You're teaching him to be a nasty man. You're being nasty. Very bad. You know what? Shut up, you idiot.
Wow. Oh my God. Let's take it easy. Wow.
Just shut up. It's my husband I'm waiting for, and if she was waiting for you, she'd wait also.
I would get off the bus and wait for him.
You know what? You're gonna get off the bus in 2 seconds. I'm gonna punch you right in your face.
Oh my God. You're messing with the wrong woman.
That's assault, brother.
No, I'm not. You are. And you don't realize it.
You might want to take your soda.
Shut up.
Wow. You want to take your rum and coke?
Just shut up.
Get off this Sharon. Something's wrong.
What's he leave without Denny?
Sharon, that's how she was
Come on.
Excuse me?
Stop all of this.
No, I would get off and wait for my husband.
Get up.
Come on.
My husband.
Now the woman gets up now, middle-aged white lady wearing glasses, and now she's fed up of the lady with her son and her husband, and now she's gonna snap now and go crazy.
Because he does everything.
Get off, you idiot.
Come on.
Get off.
Excuse me?
Get off. You heard me.
You know what?
You are a sick bitch.
Come on. Sharp.
So remember earlier she didn't like curse words? Well, nah, apparently so.
She is. You don't hear them. You don't hear them.
So the little boy is sitting there. He's just laughing. He's having a good time. All right, so we're gonna go to the 155 one and go to the very first clip. This is an old guy who's yelling at this Chinese Starbucks employee about a second cup of coffee. It's pretty good.
Very simple process, man, you know? Very simple. All I asked for is, see, this has nothing, I didn't see nothing today. I'm asking for, you're talking about something that happened last year, okay? I'm talking about today. I purchased a cup of coffee today, and all I expect your employee to do is say thank you. Okay? And for you to be... He did not apologize for that. You're lying. You're lying. He didn't say thank you, and you're lying. You wasn't even around when he was served me. You're being very argumentative and completely unprofessional. You're being very... this is my evidence. Okay?
Because you're not allowed to film people.
This is...
I'm going to have to call security right now.
You can call security. This is my evidence I'm going to submit to Starbucks.
By the way, this Chinese guy speaks very good English. Sounds like a white guy. And I guess the old guy's bad because he didn't say thank you. That's the problem with customer service. There's certain people, they expect you to be their friend. You know, they want you to kiss their ass. You have to say thank you every minute. Relax, man.
By all means, you do that. But you come to my store twice previously.
You're talking about something that happened last year, okay? Okay, I complained about you last year, okay? Okay, you're very unprofessional. You shouldn't be working here. You shouldn't be working here. You shouldn't be working here, man, with that type of attitude. Are you racist or something towards black people? Right?
Oh, so I didn't even know this guy was black. He sounds like a... Doesn't he sound like Triumph the Insult Comic Dog? He sounds like a Russian guy. I had no clue. So now he's pulling the race card.
A very simple, all I ask is a very simple courtesy is to say thank you. Okay? When I spend my money in any business... No. I asked this guy to say thank you when I buy my cup of coffee, and they refuse. They want to make an issue out of this. Okay, they want to make an issue out of... today I bought some coffee today, and all I ask these guys, everywhere I go, every Starbucks that I go to, they always say thank you. Which is very professional. I know it's the second time I purchased this coffee from this individual over here.
Stop filming me.
He refused. He refused. This is my evidence. This is my...
So this guy's going to call us a scene and pull out his cell phone because they didn't say thank you? What do you want them to do, kiss your fucking ass and give you a punch card?
Evidence. Your behavior is my evidence. Your behavior is my evidence. Okay? Now, today I asked them, why can't you say thank you? He's talking about something that happened last year.
If I was the employee, I would just say, okay, thank you. Can you please get the fuck out now?
You're talking about something that happened last year. Okay?
What's your name?
I'm talking about something that happened today. My name's Stahl. My name's Stahl.
Stahl? Your parents named you after a bathroom?
Today I bought a cup of coffee. This is my second cup of coffee here today. Okay? My second cup. And I asked the guy, why don't you say thank you? I asked this guy, why doesn't he say thank you?
By the way, the security guy who's coming over, he's not doing anything. He's listening, but he's not siding with anybody. He's just looking around like, what are you there for, dude?
And they want to make an issue. They want to make an issue out of this. This is my evidence. I have a right. I have a right to film.
You don't have a right to film. Do you want me to show you the private property? Yeah.
I have a right to film what is going on here, okay, as my evidence.
Permission to film me right now.
Pardon me?
I'm not giving you permission to film me right now. So that means...
Okay, so you're saying that your company, God will, does not give me permission to do that?
Yeah, you can't film me right now.
Yeah, it's called a private business. And the company has to give you permission. Even though you're allowed to film outside, this is a private business. And by the way, while the guy's going on his rant, he's getting like a coffee lid.
So I can call your company tomorrow and ask them about...
Because I'm not doing anything wrong.
No, you're not doing nothing wrong, but this is my evidence here. This is my evidence. I realize that.
Yeah.
But this is my evidence here, okay? This is my second cup of coffee here.
They have the right to refuse service.
No, this is my second cup of coffee. They didn't refuse me service. They gave me this second...
Okay, I'm getting bored of this. So pretty much this guy's going to call us... I love how people cause a whole scene just over, something like that. So this next one is from 154, episode 154. And I don't know what the situation is, but this is just an old white guy with an accent cursing at these people. I guess in his restaurant? I don't know, but the guy has a pretty cool accent, and he can swear pretty good, so that's why I pulled this clip.
Now, get out of here. You are the cancer of my restaurant. You are the piece of shit. Since you came here, you are the fucking shit. Shit on everybody, and you never raise my voice to nobody else but you. Fuck off! Fuck off! Get out of here! Get out! Get out! Get the fuck out of here! And you come here when we're ready to deal with you. Piece of shit!
Wow, man, this guy, he should do theater. This guy, you can just feel the vibrations. Okay, so this one's a pretty good one. This takes place outside of a Taco Bell drive-thru at the 4.36 minute mark of this episode. And it's two girls, a black woman and a white woman. And I don't know who's right, because the woman filming this is also a white woman. And she just films them arguing. She's trying to say, hey, could you two just get in line? I'm hungry, I want to eat. And they're busy, they're going to call the cops and make a whole scene about it, like broads. So here's the next clip.
Or when are you guys gonna move?
So as she's beeping the horn, now the black woman who's in the white car is going to get out and try to argue with her. The girl who's filming this, who's not in the way, by the way.
Oh my gosh, Taco Bell! It's Taco Bell! Like, everyone's gonna eat. But how she just gonna cut in front of somebody? It's okay, just let her go. It don't matter. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth it. What the problem is, people out of respect other people, you just don't. I know, don't waste your time on her. She's obviously just not gonna help the problem. That's why I have to.
Okay, so now the white girl who's blocking the way is going to get out the car and also look back at the camera. Man, if I was the girl filming this is great coverage. Who cares if you haven't ate dinner? All I care about is podcast coverage, folks.
Dude, you guys are trying to get Taco Bell. Like, give me a break. That's the problem. Can I eat my dinner?
If you're eating dinner at Taco Bell, you might be a redneck.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. I just want to get my Taco Bell dinner.
Somebody's gonna need to move because I'm hungry. Oh my, is she gonna call the cops while I'm sitting here on the burrito? Oh my gosh. Are we serious right now, dude? Can you just back up, dude? Like, I'm trying to have a food.
Wow, this girl is really hungry. She is so hungry, she's willing to get into the middle of an argument of two idiots and get out of her car. I'm not sure if she probably can't back out. Why don't you just fucking pull in? I mean, why don't you just get out of your car? The amount of time it's going to sit you to wait, you might as well just fucking go inside and get your food and pay for it. You're so hungry. What is the point of all this? She's not fixing the problem either.
Excuse me? Hi. I know she's being down on one move. Can you just back the police? Okay, because what she's doing is wrong. When you do, hopefully she's gonna be in there, so she won't be able to go anywhere. But could you maybe like back up so we could all turn in there, or just I'll let you go in front of me.
She blocked me. She came in. She drove in and tried to make a turn when I was arguing.
No, I'll just let her go and I'll let you cut in front of me.
And the lady in front of me seen it. Did you not see what she did?
Literally just let her go and you can go in front of me. Like, she's a waste of your time. Don't even waste your energy on her.
That's what I'm saying. That's wrong what she did. She shouldn't do that.
No, it is wrong, but you should be...
What is the crime, by the way? People cut each other off all the time. You're going to call the cops and say, hey, this person cut in front of me? I mean, it's ridiculous. All right, so now that one was, pretty long. We're going to go to the... what is this? Oh, yeah, so this takes place in a Jack in the Box. Now, for those of you who listened to the last episode, you know that Jack in the Box drive-thrus at night are dangerous. Remember the guy that got the... Listen to the last episode I did. A guy got a chicken sandwich thrown at him. It looked like he had jizz sauce on his car. Well, this is a couple, and they have a kid in the car, and they're cursing like crazy. And they're cursing at this fat black lady, calling her mean names and calling her a bitch because she won't take their order. So, Jack in the Box drive-thrus at night are vicious. And stay away from them.
Alright, come on with it. This type of shit I get coming to fucking Jack in the Box. This lady right here can't get a fucking order right.
3 times.
3 fucking times. And she pissed off because she making bitch ass money. Fucking working with bullshit.
Okay, so now once she heard that, now the black lady's gonna open up the window now, and she's gonna let them have it.
Sorry, you came very hungry, and that's not my problem. But you're not gonna disrespect me and call me no bitch in this time.
Get the order right.
Wait, isn't that the lady from Saturday Night Live that was in Ghostbusters?
If you get the order right, bitch.
No, if you speak clearly and understand what
clearly you can hear me calling you a bitch. So.
Okay, well that's fine. You can stay right there.
I can.
Stay right there.
I will.
They're gonna have all y'all in custody in just a second.
For what?
So stay right there.
For what?
Because you're assaulting an employee.
I touched you.
I think everybody, if you're going to go out and you're going to film people or you're going to be filmed or anything, everyone should study the laws. A lot of people want to call the cops and they go, you're insulting somebody. You can't arrest someone for calling them a bitch. If that's the case, everyone would be arrested.
Yeah. You call me a bitch.
Talking about
Call me a bitch. That is a verbal assault.
Oh, wow.
Anything.
Then get the fuck away from the window. And let me get the manager and have her serve me.
So get away from this window.
I ain't gonna pay you
I
shit.
work here.
So what?
I work here.
So what?
Stay right there.
Go for it.
Stay right there.
I want to know where the manager at.
911.
Where the manager?
She just corrected your order, and you still sitting up and trying to make trouble in the drive-thru window.
My order.
And you telling her she lying too and then get your order back?
I haven't got to talk to her. I'm talking to a bitch who's complaining right now.
No, you talk. See, you still saying bitch. Your
Yeah.
mama's a bitch.
Okay, go for it. What else you got to say, motherfucker?
I got to say that your order's completed. You can get out this drive-thru line.
I can wait.
want the manager.
Let me talk to the
Yeah,
manager.
you talking to the
I don't
manager.
want
Bitch, you the only one talking.
No, I ain't
Yeah.
the only one, and you're the bitch.
Come on. By this time tomorrow, your ass ain't gonna be
Stay
working.
right there.
Go
I'm
for
a
it.
prime example for your children. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
appreciate it. Come
Prime
here.
example.
Yeah, they are cursing in front of their children, but they want their food at the Jack in the Box.
You're a prime example.
Okay.
This is how your parents raised y'all to hear you disrespecting other people. Oh, one
Yeah.
hamburger.
Well, motherfuckers don't get shit
y'all
right.
like your parents, okay? Don't y'all be mean like that about your parents.
I love how she's trying to give their kid parenting advice while she refuses to take their order.
I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I want to speak to your manager.
I send the motherfucker line. I don't give a fuck.
You hush. Y'all hush.
This goes on for a while. Let's keep recording. So now the lady's in the window. She's talking to one of the employees, and she's calling the cops or calling somebody, and they refuse to move. Now she's gonna come to the window
I
again.
want to speak with your manager.
You just got to speak.
I want to speak to her,
her
not
right
to
now,
you.
not
She's
you.
declining your order. Because you have assaulted
I
her
want to
employees,
speak
so go
to
on about
your
business.
manager.
You just got to talking to her.
Well, she's not at the window right now. I want to speak to her
Give
right
her the shit
now.
back. I
You
want
just
my money
got
back
to
there.
talking to her, and you forfeited that chance when you assaulted her employee.
I didn't assault
So you can
anybody.
continue. Yes, sir. I need a K9 unit out here at the Jack in the Box.
She said a K9 unit. So you're gonna stick a dog on them for calling you a bitch? Wow.
An aggressive, combative.
And you hear the kid doesn't know it's funny, but he's laughing too because the parents are laughing. And he's just like, okay, I'm retarded. I'll laugh at my parents.
Customer in the line.
Oh,
and he's
okay.
refusing to move out of the line, and they have 3 small children.
I
He just
want
verbally
to
assaulted
speak
me
with
in the
a
front line. He
manager.
refuses to move. Thank you. Call social services, whatever you need. Just get them out here and get these people out this line.
I don't think she's talking to anybody. I think she's just pretending to call the cops so that so they can leave. Now she's saying social services. Now the kids are gonna get taken away. All the Jack in the Box food can't be that good, can it? Now she closes the window again.
Oh, this insulted her.
So that went on and on. I think I had to fast forward it. They were just sitting at the window, and they said, "Did they give us the right one? They got bacon on it." All right, so we're gonna go to the 153, and we're gonna go. This is the last one. We're gonna go to the 2:18-minute mark, and this is I believe a white woman trying to explain to some sort of auto shop that they have some sign up that's racist. I think that's a Confederate flag, and she's trying to get this Cuban guy on her side, and he's just like, "I don't care."
This racist car with not one but 2 Confederate flags on it is front and center. It's the first thing that people see when they walk into this festival. And this gentleman here wanted to educate me on the Civil War. What do you have to say about that? Yes, and I'm educated enough to know that's the side that...
The Confederate flag's been up for a long time, and now white people want to take it down. What the hell is wrong with white people?
lost.
If you'd like to make a spectacle, I can make your picture right
I'm not making a spectacle. Let me tell you what I want. Let me tell you what I want. The car gone. I want it out of sight. It does not belong here.
You've spoken. I would like to speak one question to everyone.
No, because I'm parking it. That's not. I don't want to make a spectacle.
Just like yourself.
Okay.
Stand in line up
okay? Because everyone can hear you, dude. Seriously, you're not winning here. That's the side that lost. It represents lynching and death of black people. That they hung our people from fucking trees until our eyes bugged out.
General Lee himself was actually the first person in the South to actually have a black educated school.
General Lee, oh my God, in Canada, people.
Oh, God, liberals are the worst. You're not saving the world. You're just being annoying. Black people still don't like you.
Are defending Confederate losers. Who? General Robert E. Lee? Everyone knows, anyone who went to high school, you fucking numbnuts. This is racist. Wow. They lost. Yes. This does not belong here in a festival full of people of all colors. I will, because this will be up, and guess what? We will find out who this girl belongs to. And this, I'm already asking all the business.
Based on the annoyance of this girl, I just want to say that I'm all for the Confederate flag and everything it stands for and everything it's behind. JoshCast.
This is to know that this car is parked in front of their company.
I understand your passion.
Oh, my passion. Okay, I apologize for the profanity. That is right. But you know what? It's a little bit personal for me. It's not for me. It's not a feeling. It's not about history lessons.
Another white guy comes over in a hat and he's like, I understand, but we're still going to hang up the flag because it's pretty fucking awesome.
It's knowing that people who look exactly like me and my son died or murdered because of that flag. It has no place here, and it's the very first car people see when they walk in. It has no place here, and it should be moved. And then trust me, if it is not moved, this video is already on Facebook, but if it is not moved, there will be a letter-writing campaign to this Highland Creek Heritage Festival. I already know the name of 3 board members that your parent provided.
In Atlanta, and then you see if he's offended by the flag.
I don't care who isn't or isn't offended. It's wrong, and it does not belong here. And as a white man, you have absolutely no place to tell me whether or not I should be offended. Absolutely, because of your race.
Wow, so she's saying that white people can't be offended. Now that's racist. White people can't be affected by race? Now you're saying white people aren't people? Sounds like to me you're the racist cunt.
This is about race, and the fact that you can erase race from the story of the Confederate flag is privilege. Only to white people does the Confederate flag mean nothing.
Now, if you listen to the tone of her voice, you can tell she's going on some fake rant. Like, that just means nothing.
Oh, please. Oh, please. I'm trying to watch my profanity. I did not discriminate against you. I hurt your feelings, and that's about it. Thank you, sir. This is a mess, and it needs to be moved. And there will be a disturbance here until it's... And you know what? It's not just me. Like I said, I'm one person, but there will be a letter-writing campaign to your board if this is not removed within the hour. The hour!
If you don't move that flag, I'm going to call Al Sharpton.
It's my opinion, yes, but soon will be thousands of opinions if you don't act right. No, I don't need to take it easy. They need to remove the car. Thank you. Remove
There's so many people who are just so self-entitled, and they think everything should be their way.
the car. I will be back, or I already have your name and your face and several other
I'm going to go to Jack in Box. When I come back, that fucking flag better be moved.
board members on video. Remove the car, or there will be hell to pay. Thank you. What's your name again?
You said you had it already.
I want it again. I forgot. Refresh my memory. Okay.
My name is Jeff the Nigger Hanger.
But yeah, but other people did. They told me who David told me who he was passing off to. So, hang on, baby. And you, as a person of color, sir, should not be telling me to calm down. No.
This Cuban guy standing next to her, dark Cuban. She's going at him now. She said, "You're a person of color. You should be on my side." Like I said, she's a typical liberal cunt. She's trying to be the white lady that, I'm one of the good white people. And then she expects this black guy to be like, yeah, this Cuban guy to be like, yeah. And he's like, calm down. It's just a fucking flag. Like, think about it. She's white and this guy is Cuban. And he's like, I don't care. I'm just here to see cars. It's a fucking flag, man.
I'm not going to get an argument.
But yeah, you know what? It's something that came up unexpected. I mean, you can't just...
It's not unexpected. It's the very first car that people see when they walk in.
Okay. In the future, we probably would not have a document.
Oh, are you part of this too? And as a person of color, a dark-skinned person of color, you're okay with this? Yeah, I'll go there.
This Cuban guy's just drinking a beer like, who gives a shit, cunt?
You should, maybe because anti-blackness affects your communities too, but this is wrong, and you should...
He just pulled his cell phone out like, who cares?
Now you're on video too. Good day, sir. I want this done in an hour, or you will have hell to pay. There will be thousands of people on your board's ass.
Does she have the Black Panthers on speed dial? Well, that's it for the public freakouts. And now that I found this YouTube channel, I'm going to be now that, since, I won't be having probably any guests or content on this show for, like usually, I'm probably going to be going to this channel quite often and pulling all the clips that I have missed. So, there you go. Public freakouts. On to the next segment. SATURDAY, Nye, and it's KFC Day. I don't know why I decided to make that intro. I just woke up from a nap. It's like 7-something, Saturday night. I had Kentucky Fried Chicken earlier. That's always something to make you poop. It's the only meal I had, though. And I beat off, and man, that combination with the air conditioner, it would knock you right out. Anyways, of course I'm going to be going out to do some sober commentary. It's not guaranteed, though, because it might rain. But I might do a brief one. But either way, it should be there. Let's get to some topical news. A lot of trades going on in the NBA. These black guys are like slaves, except, well, they're making lots of money and banging lots of white chicks, so wouldn't call them slaves, right? Says cop adopts 8-year-old he rescued from the severe abuse. And that guy's a hero. Trump attacks Morning Joe and slams CNN. Trump tells the media trying to tell GOP he should get off Twitter. So this Trump guy's on fire, man. Multi-state hunt for teen's killer. It's a little black girl who's a graduate. There's a manhunt on for someone who killed her. Beyonce files for trademarks after twins' birth. Adele cancels final 2 shows of the show. I just wanted you guys to know that. So I'm recording this topical news. Adele canceled 2 shows. Can you believe it, folks? Hello from the other side. I'm going to be doing some shots of Jägermeister tonight. My bottle's almost over, so it's going to be interesting. Scientists say earthquakes in Yellowstone are nothing to worry about. Oh, okay. Let's not worry about that then. I wouldn't worry about it anyways. Fake youth camp, summer camp could be child luring attempt, police say. Oh, so it's like a pedophile thing. Oh no, I don't find that funny. Scientists finally reveal how one common pesticide is harming our bees. Wait, harming our bees? Fuck bees. They sting people. I fucking hate bees. But we do need them for honey, but some people don't need honey. Man dragging a dead raccoon shot run over after driver mistakes it for a dog. So I'm not sure if the man was run over or the raccoon. Boy adopted by a police officer rescued. Okay, so we just did that. It's a white cop and a white boy, by the way. Man gets life in prison for deviant sex acts with veggies. Wait, are you serious? They gave this guy life in prison for fucking vegetables? Vegetables aren't people. The woman who works for Howard Stern, Robin Quivers, she used to stick cucumbers in her pussy. She didn't get any jail time. What? Baby dies after father allegedly spiked her Capri Sun with a drug. Now, I like the Capri Sun. Very hard to open with that little straw. But, yeah. New Jersey beaches, parks shut down a holiday weekend. FBI workers made Comey statement with t-shirts at event. We choose to do good for a living. Jim Comey. It's a big fat black woman. She's hot. Federal agents sent to help against Chicago epidemic. You mean black people killing black people? You know what the media won't talk about? Doctor who shot up New York City hospital sent explanation in email. Oh, so it's okay. This guy, he sent out a company email saying, hey everybody, I'm going to be shooting everybody up, and a lot of people didn't bother to check it. I would fuck Adele. I got the standards of a black guy, by the way. Alright, so that's it. There's not much going on in the news other than the NBA draft, and who cares about that, right? Once again, sober commentary tonight. Last night, well, we'll talk about it in the sober commentary thing, but it's still 4th of July. Everyone's going to be off next week, but the JoshCast studios is hard at work. Going to try to record a new song and more other shenanigans. Alright, see you later. Have fun. Sober commentary with drunk people. Old City, 1:59 a.m. Heading to 7-Eleven right now to get some water. Last night, both nights were pretty good because of the 4th of July atmosphere. Last night, I just went to Cuba Libre. I walked down to Columbus Boulevard. I hung out, down there. And then I got to Old City around like 11-something, sat around. And at first, I thought it was going to be like a shitty night. I was like, man, I'm probably going to go home early because I walked past Cuba Libre at 11:07 last night, and it was kind of dead. But then I went there at 12, and it was packed. So I ended up, I stayed there the whole night. It was pretty good. I ended up dancing with 3 girls in there. They all were black. Not that I planned on that. And I could have made some more dance approaches, but I didn't. And as I was leaving, girl said goodnight to me. Could have got her number probably, but I don't know. She was pretty much telling me that she works a lot, you know. So, yeah. And then tonight, I hung out at Morgan's Pier. I got down here early. I had 3 shots of Jägermeister on the train. Hung out down there. And, yeah, man, it was pretty damn good tonight. I only made 1 dance approach tonight. That's all I did. I'm in the 7-Eleven now. I only made 1 dance approach in the Morgan's Pier. And that's it. That's all I did. Joe and B was there, of course. That's his spot. Yeah. Yeah, Joel Embiid's always there every Friday and Saturday. He comes in randomly. And it's funny, when he walks in, everybody panics. Like, everybody follows him around to get their Instagram pictures and shit. You know? The guy can't breathe or anything. He walked in and was like, Joel Embiid. They started clapping. And he just doesn't even, like, acknowledge them. He just, like, ignores them and shit, you know? It's funny. Yeah, that he was supposed to come out with me, but he didn't. Hold on a sec. Alright, so I had to pretend I was, talking on the phone. Because, I'm in line at 7-Eleven. Now I'm out, I can go back to my crazy mode. It's 2:02 right now. So, yeah, Joel Embiid was there. Only made 1 dance approach. Pretty good vibe. Nothing crazy happened. Lots of ace all over the place. Whatever kind of ass you like, it was out here. You like black girls, white girls, fat girls, small girls, tall girls, maybe transgender too. Yeah, that's all out here, man. It's crazy. It's all out here. So I hung out, and these 2 thirsty guys are taking pictures of these girls. Yeah, that's gonna work. All they care about is their picture, dude. They're not gonna have sex with you, but it's good to try, I guess. So I stayed down to Columbus Boulevard till like around 1. I got the Old City up here. I hit up the 3 spots. I went to Plow. There was this really old white guy, and these black girls were like dancing with him, and they came over to me and started laughing like, "Is that your grandpa?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's my grandpa." And then pretty much these guys are desperate as shit. I would never take a girl's picture. I learned my lesson from that for so many years. They're not going to give up any ass. I'm trying to drink some water now. So yeah, like I said, I had 3 shots of Jägermeister. It's pretty good. And I was at Morgan's Pier tonight. Oh, last night, by the way, I wear jeans with no underwear with a belt. And tonight, I wear shorts with no underwear. Yeah, that's right. So there's your fashion forecast of the show. These guys are so thirsty. They're taking these black girls' pictures. They have no interest in them. Look, they got their pictures and now they're leaving. They said, "Thank you, bye." That's exactly why you don't take their picture. You take their picture, and then they say, "Okay, thank you, fuck off." And they get, these guys are sitting around thinking, "Oh, we're gonna get laid." No, you're not. They just want your picture, asshole, and they got it. So, like I said, I hung out down Columbus Boulevard. It's like around 1. Got up here around 1 something. Oh, by the way, there was like some festival on Columbus Boulevard. It was like, I don't think it was Run DMC. It was something. And they were playing like rap music outside. Everyone was dancing to it. I checked it out for a little bit, but I wasn't that interested. So that's all that happened at Plow. National sucked. And I didn't bother to go inside Lucha Cartel. There's not many spots in Olsen as there used to be. But, you know. Oh, by the way, I did buy a beer tonight. I'm an idiot. I told myself I wouldn't buy a beer. Now these black girls are getting pictures with these two white guys. And it's cool and all, but it's like, I would say no. I'm like, what is the point? Because they're all, you know, dialed up. And they all think they're hot shit. You know, and they're not going to fuck anybody, and they just want their pictures. But these two white guys are taking pictures with them right now. Oh, by the way, I usually record this outside the Continental. Because of the high volume, I'm actually on Market Street. So, I'm in the middle of the block right now, standing here. And, yeah, so, I told myself I wouldn't spend any money tonight. I did spend... you know, a couple bucks. Last night I didn't spend anything. And then tonight I spent $6 on a lager. Because I had some shots. You know, it's nice outside. I said, fuck it. I'm gonna take some, I'm gonna buy me a beer. So I did. And my buzz, you know, I'm pretty sure I'll say to myself, I don't feel drunk. But then tomorrow I'm gonna sleep all day. But that's what I do anyway, because I'm just a lazy fuck. 205, I'm gonna walk up in a few minutes to my usual spot. I just ran into this guy I know named Jay. And he just said hi to me, and he was getting some number from this girl. And then as he was getting the number from some girl, like 5 other guys came over, you know? 5 other guys came over, but he still got the phone number though. So hey, man, that's good. But he has no problem though, because he's like really tall, you know, and he lives down here. He lives on Society Hill. Yeah, he lives on Society Hill. So this white guy, with his hat backwards, is taking pictures with these black girls, and they're acting like it's a photo album. So he's got his arm around him, like, yeah, and listen, hey, man, I mean, he's getting, you know, he's having a fun interaction, but, I mean, not everything's, of course, about getting laid, but it would be nice, you know? So, yeah, that's all that really happened, like I said. I came out here, and, you know, it was a really good vibe. Between the 2 nights on Friday and Saturday, very good, the vibe. Not too many douchebags out. You know, there's always douchebags, but, you know, most people, were, I say, were in a pleasant mood because of the holiday. Tomorrow night, I'm not going to come out here because I've gone out on Sundays before, and Sundays suck before a holiday. Even though it's not the 4th till Tuesday, not much really happens. You know, I've gone out before, and it's just like, it's like how it is on a Friday and Saturday, except, like, more dead. You know what I mean? Like, not much is really going on, and it's kind of shitty. You know, it's like, so I'm not gonna, and plus I don't have my car anymore. So when I had my car, I used to come out on Sunday nights when it was a holiday, because I would park my car at the train station and then come up here. But now I don't have a car. The Sunday bus schedule is fucking, it's like ISIS. It's awful. There's like no point bothering to come up here just for that. You know, because Sunday night, you know, everything is open. Like, I've gone out before on a Sunday night on Cuba Libre. Like, Cuba Libre, Sunday night it's open, but you go there and it's just couples and it's kind of dead. And the only bar that really has volume is Plow. Let me see what's going on. Oh, so the 2 white guys are gone, and now the black girls are getting these 2 black dudes taking their picture. See, like I said, they're getting attention from everybody. I'm trying to switch it up tonight and get away from my usual spot, the Continental, because Cuba Libre is kind of redundant. There are other places to go. Yeah, nothing. Oh yeah, so last night, the only negative thing that happened, there's always something negative that happens. You have to ignore negative energy. The only thing negative that happened was I was walking outside this bar. I was walking actually to 7-Eleven last night to get a bottle of water. And this random drunk black guy called me Corey, which I don't know. I guess he was referring to Corey from Boy Meets World. But he was drunk, and he said, hey, Corey. And I didn't look at him, but I knew he was talking to me. And then one of his friends started laughing. And, you know, I didn't bother to acknowledge him. So that's the only thing negative that happened. As I said before, as racist as this is, most people who make fun of my hair are black. And I do a bit in my act about how I told my mom that, and my mom really does say this. My mom says, black people have no right to make fun of your hair. They have to put a hot comb to get through their hair, which is true. But for some reason, my whole life, usually, I mean, white people make fun of me too, but usually it's always a black person. But hey. What are you gonna do? So yeah, I'm switching up tonight. I'm like a few feet away from the pizza shop, and I'm gonna head up actually in a few minutes. It's 2:11 right now. I still got plenty of time, you know. So yeah, that's all really much that happened. I mean, but it was good vibes out here because of the holiday. I mean, they're just fucking tons of ass, man, all over the place. It's fucking ridiculous. Doesn't matter what kind you like, man. It's out here. You know, I want to do more. Oh yeah, so some guy was supposed to come out tonight. I was trying to talk about this at 7-Eleven. I posted on Reddit. They have a pickup section where losers like me try to team up. So those black girls, man, they're getting attention from so many people. They had multiple guys, different groups of guys taking pictures with them. So, but that's what happens when girls think they're fly shit. But yeah, so I was supposed to meet this guy off Reddit named Steve Johnson. Sorry to give out his full name. And he texted me yesterday, and yesterday he said, I'm going to Jersey. And then he texted me today and said, what are you getting into? And I said, hopefully a girl. And he laughed. And I told him I was going to be at Morgan's. He said, me too. So I texted him, and he said, yeah, man, I'm not going to come out tonight. He said, I went to the gym, and I worked out too hard. But he lives in the city, though. So I'm like, what the fuck? Even if you're tired, you can't take a nap and get out here. I mean, you live in the city. It's not like me where you live 45 minutes away. All right, I'm going to start walking up now to the my usual spot.
I think they kind of do
Yeah, so to me that doesn't make any sense. I think the guy didn't want to come out. I just think that he had plans or something, or he just didn't want to. And he hit me up, by the way. I didn't hit him up. He hit me up. So and now you know why I don't text people or call people, because whenever I do, that seems to be the thing that happens. So yeah, I'm gonna go outside my usual spot now. Or maybe even outside Cuba. We'll see how it is. But every time I try to go there, it's just the homeless person sits right there, and there's so many thirsty dudes. All right, so yeah, now there's lots of action. There is lots of action out here. There's a group of... so the two thirsty guys, they took the pictures of the black girls. They're now talking to these other two girls who are just sitting down. You know, they just want attention. And there's also a group of black girls just waiting for their Uber or whatever. I'm gonna go to my usual spot at Continental. I don't want to stand outside Cuba Libre because it's just... I don't know what it is. It's just fucking so thirsty. Damn. She almost got hit. Like, these cars are like not letting me cross, even though it is green light. So this other side is not as good. So this happened last night. This scared the living shit out of me. I almost had a nightmare about this. For those of you who know that I have like some sort of train phobia. Even though I take public transportation, I kind of have like a phobia. And last night I'm on the train, and on the other side there was this Muslim black guy with his legs like hanging off the train track. He was just waiting for the train, and the train conductor was like, "Hey." The train conductor was like, "Hey, get your legs off the train tracks before you get killed." And I just saw it, and it scared the shit out of me. Because this guy had his headphones on. And I think a black woman died like that a year ago. I heard her story. She just, you know, she had her headphones on, same thing. She was reading something. She wasn't paying attention. She sat. It's the stupidest thing ever to sit with your legs. Like, even talking about it now, I'm freaking out. But, yeah, that's why I'm a pussy. So it's 2:15 right now. I'm going to record for a few more minutes. This other thirsty guy I'm talking to, he's talking to these two fat ladies. And I'm not going to make fun of them. I mean, like I said, I try not to clown guys because one of the things I don't like about nighttime approaching is most of the girls I usually dance. Like last night, I danced with 3 girls. One was a short, medium-sized black girl. One was a tall, skinny black girl, and the other one was a about the same size, a few inches shorter than me. Regular, just medium-sized black girl. But I feel like I have to, like, especially when nighttime, you have to lower your standards, you know? And it's just, and then when I go out during the daytime, when I do approach during the daytime, I meet way hotter girls. So that's why one of the things I hate about the nighttime thing, and why, like, even though last night I made a few dance approaches and it worked out, but last night there was so many. There was like 2 girls that I saw that I really wanted to approach that I didn't. One was a tall black girl. She goes there sometimes with her friend. She's a regular there, starting to figure out. And then another one was this other black girl. It sounds like I only have a thing for black girls. I don't. Most of the girls I meet at night happen to be black. I think it's just because they're so easy to dance with. These 2 guys that are hanging outside Cuba Libre, they have a skull car. And they got like some sort of vehicle. They got like 2 crossbows hanging out. It looks like a Knight Rider car. It's cool looking, but it looks like a death machine. And I don't know if they're waiting for somebody or they're trying to pick up chicks. And then also there's this hoochie talking to the bouncer once again at Cuba Libre. We talked about this on the show. She's going to try to suck his dick so that way she doesn't have to get in. She can just walk right in. But hey, so yeah, so yeah, the 2 thirsty guys who took those black girl selfies, their pictures, they're like 2 Indian-looking guys. They're tall. One of them's got a bald spot in his head, but I'm pretty sure they do okay. They're still talking to these 2 girls. This one thirsty guy, he seems like a nice guy though. I never met him before, but he doesn't seem like the other guys. He's sitting between these 2 fat middle-aged girls, and he's holding one of their hands. But listen, I mean, it works out. They need attention. He's making them feel young. Who knows? Maybe he might get his dick wet. I never judge, you know. I'm not gonna act all high and mighty like I only hit on hot girls. I mean, listen. But yeah, so last night was pretty good. Tonight was good. Which night was better? I guess last night. But it was really weird because it was so sweaty inside the Cuba Libre. Like I was like really sweaty. And at one point, when I was like, almost every chick that I dance with, you can feel the sweat on their hands. And it's pretty gross, but because they're girls, it's kind of like, okay, I'll dance with them. So I danced with them, and I was thinking maybe I could use the sweat on their hand and jerk myself off. I mean, that counts, right? If I use a girl's juices to jerk myself off, does that count? Comment on the video. It sort of counts, right? I've recorded now for over 20 minutes, Jesus. But the 7-Eleven, I'm going to have to edit that out. That's like a minute right there, because I was in 7-Eleven paying for something. And I don't want to put that on the show. Can't really hear it. So yeah, I'm going to head to my train station in a little bit. But the volume is still good out here. That's how you can tell it's a packed night. Not much is going outside the Blue Martini because there's a police car. And that's the thing about, you know, clubs that are like considered black spots. Like, not only do they pat you down, but there's always a police guy outside there. And not every bar. Some bars that have the most fights have police cars. But, you know, I guess it's to weed down the street harassment. But, yeah, like I said, I ran into this guy, Jay. He's a tall, black guy. He lives around here on Society Hill. Yeah, he got some girl's number. She was decent looking, but for him, it just must be easy. He's, like, considered a tall, good-looking guy. He dresses really well. He has a good job. He lives down here. I mean, fuck. Right? Everything I don't have. I see this one weird, creepy, thirsty guy. He's like this. He's like sort of stocky looking black guy, and he's one of these guys who he gets really drunk and he doesn't have like any common sense. Like he doesn't seem like he knows. I don't think he's slow, but he just seems off. I don't know if but he just doesn't know. Like a girl could be with a guy and he doesn't seem to see it. Like he doesn't have any social intelligence, which I have. But there's two black girls sitting on a train station. Some guys talking to them without a wingman. Lots of guys got their music blasted. Hey, look at me, we're cool. We got a pussy vehicle, hey. And yeah, it's 2:21 right now. I better get down. If I miss my train, then I'm fucked. Actually, I got a few more minutes. Fuck it. But yeah, I saw lots of titties tonight, lots of ass tonight, lots of vag and such. Plenty of beat-off material. That's right, folks. I'm going to go home and I'm going to molest myself. It's going to be fun. Play with my balls and molest myself. Yeah, so once again, it's getting kind of redundant out here. It's fucking 2:21. This is the 4th of July coverage. Tomorrow night, the only way I'm going to come out here, I might post a Craigslist ad to see if anybody wants to hang out. That's how desperate I am. And if that happens, then maybe I'll come out here. But once again, don't want to take the train and deal with the Sunday schedule. So I'm going to head down to my train station. This is JoshCast, 4th of July coverage of Sober Commentary Drunk People. Well, we're going to wrap this episode up. Of course, it's Sunday night. I almost had a date today. I posted an ad on Craigslist last night because I'm a loser. And this girl replied, and today we were texting. And I said, hey, what are you doing tonight? And she lives in Coatesville, which is pretty far. And we were going to meet. And she said, hey, can we do it next week? I have to cancel because, I don't have a lot of gas money right now and stuff. So I don't think I'm going to see her because logistically, it's not going to work out. I don't have a car. I don't expect every chick to live in Northeast Philly, but it's not going to work out. And then I posted another ad on Craigslist because I'm such a loser about meeting a girl in Penn's Landing and, going on a date and watching the fireworks. But this girl replied to me and I took a nap. And the time I wrote her back, she said, well, it's too late now. So there you go. But don't feel bad for me because I always got my stinking right hand. And every once in a while I fuck the bed. Well, let's wrap this up with some topical news and odd news. This episode will be posted on July 3rd, while all the radio and podcast gods will be on vacation. It says here, Lowry, who's an NBA player, he agrees to a 3-year deal, $100 million with the Raptors. Man, some people got it made. Pro Golfer Skype reveals the eye-opening reality of battling Lyme disease. There's a lot of sports news, lots of trades and such. You hear my mouse clicking. Usually not a lot happen, on Sundays. It's 4th of July weekend, actually it's not. 4th of July is not till Tuesday. Senior WH officials break silence on Trump's video. Man accused of killing wife months after wedding appears in court. Puppy reunited with family after it was stolen from a little boy's arms. So someone stole a puppy out of a boy's arms. Man, there's a lot of evilness in the world. How can someone steal a puppy? Baby dies after father allegedly spiked a Capri Sun. Okay, we talked about that. He killed his son with a Capri Sun. Delta passengers horrified as liquid oozes out of the ceiling. Yeah, you don't want to see that on your plane. Changes to White House could save taxpayers $22 million. Wait a minute. I thought Trump was going to put us in a recession. Which one is right? Days-long manhunt for alleged road killer ends. Guess they found him. Let's get to the weird news, odd news. There's not much going on in the regular old topical news. Tomorrow I found out there is an open mic at Good Comedy Theater. So I probably will go there, but then I'm scared to go because there's probably going to be every comic and their mother there, man. It's one of the only open mics on Mondays. It gives you 5 minutes, so... PETA asks, why would anyone would ever eat bacon? And it didn't go so well. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of bacon, but I can see why. Here's a bizarre video shows runaway toilets chasing people during a storm. It's pretty fucking cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure it'd be scary, but self-driving car technology for about kangaroos. Some of these stories I already read last week. UFC fighter who pooped herself gets sponsor offers for butt wipes. There you go. She made an ass of herself, and now she's going to get clean money for it. Get it? Alright, that's not a great joke. Dude trumbles downstairs into prom fail history. Hookers for healthcare fear Trump care just like everywhere else. Stray Dog Symphony of Laughs for interrupted orchestra. Ohio asks for help naming BMV's new mascot. Alright. People are tweeting their love for Canada. School nixes teen dreams of giving grandma the prom she never had. The apocalypse may be high, but zombies have today. It shows a zombie Trump apocalypse. Lactose intolerant man creams Starbucks and posts Facebook post written on a toilet. It's pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna have to watch that after this episode's done. Golf great Greg Norman posts his video of his horses having sex. That's kinky. Is that bestiality's illegal, by the way? Should be arrested. Sports fan photobombs live TV with a Dr. Eve impression. He's got his little pinky up. That's pretty cool. Lost dogs found when desperate owners cook sausage to lure them home. Man named Meow Lodo Disco Gamma Meow Meow has transit pass implanted in his hand. Bartender's age guessing experiment. Okay, I read that a long time ago. I guess they're bringing that back. Man gets hit by a bus and walks it off straight to a bar. Cool. There is a real banana phone coming out. Dash cam video plane crash is right out of a movie. That looks fucking scary. Someone had it on their dash cam. Adorable dog brings water to the Empire during a baseball game. Woman uses an insulting birthday cake to tell mom she's pregnant. Mom, I'm pregnant with a black guy. Norway vows to catch the jerk who chopped off its penis rock. Oh, so there was a penis rock and some guy chopped it off. And know why Bud Ice was weird news this week? Take the quiz. Okay, so that's it for the episode. I haven't even edited the sober commentary yet, which doesn't take a long time. I just cut out whatever pauses and such. But that's it for the episode. So have a good 4th of July. Barbecue, watch some fireworks, have sex if you can, and all that stuff. And we'll see you guys on the next one. It's, well, you gotta know.
You have just listened to the world's most awful podcast show, JoshCast.